Good morning, traders. This is John Kennedy in Chicago, Senior Market Strategist with RGO Futures, to give you a brief rundown on some of the grain markets here this morning. Turning first to yesterday's export inspections report, looking first at corn. The exports in corn were huge, absolutely well above expectations, about 52.3 million bushels. Soybeans were at the lower end of expectations, but still fairly solid at about 18.6 million bushels. And wheat was literally in the middle of expectations, coming in at about 18.1 million bushels. Yesterday, we had the March 31st USDA grain report that overall came in on the bullish side. One thing I've noted is actually with the beans, stocks and planted acreage going forward were all a little bit higher than the median that exports were looking at, but traders really see that strong demand should continue to be there, so it actually pushed some of those markets higher across the board. A couple of things to keep in mind is that overall large funds are still on the bullish side of the market, so that's something to keep in mind even as we start getting into taking into account weather and progress on the plantings and so forth. The majority of large funds are still significantly on the long side of the grain markets. As of today, there are no USDA soybean cancellations. That's always subject to change, but nothing yet this morning. Until the weather forecast here in the U.S., the Midwest, gets more on the favorable side, I think the overall trend will continue to be bullish. Obviously, you may have some times where the market's set back here and there, which is the natural progression of the markets, but overall it remains on the bullish side. The weather going through like a weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly model here, and especially here in the central United States, is definitely on the cooler side with varying degrees of precipitation. So we'll be keeping tabs on that as if it starts to delay the planting progress. Looking at the wheat ratings have been stable again here this week, but keep in mind that literally in every state except one, I believe Arkansas, they all remain significantly below the ratings of last year. So that's something to keep in mind as well, and should obviously keep the wheat market firm. Once again, good luck with the trading, and over and out from Chicago.
Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.